Steven Gerrard could be on the verge of making a dramatic return to Ibrox, and he isn't planning to come alone. As speculation grows around his possible reappointment as Rangers manager, reports suggest the former Liverpool captain already has his eye on assembling a top-class coaching team to help turn the club's fortunes around. Among those being linked is a figure widely regarded as one of the best in the business, hinting that Gerrard's comeback could bring both familiarity and fresh expertise to the dugout. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Conor Coady has insisted you can't go through transition at Rangers, as the former Ibrox transfer target unpacked what went wrong for Russell Martin. The English centre-back had been heavily linked with a move to Glasgow in the summer as Rangers looked to bolster their rearguard. However, he would instead join ambitious Championship club Wrexham. Coady, though, has watched matter unfold at Rangers, with Martin dismissed on Sunday after just one win in the league so far this season, and the club sitting in 8th. For Coady, the main issue was simple. Not enough people in the ownership group, management team, and playing squad appreciated the size and nature of Rangers Football Club. What I get from it, and I have never played up in Scotland, but what I get from Rangers, from following it and watching the games when they are on the telly, and different things, is you don't have time to build, you just don't. I don't think whether it is the ownership group, whether it is the people who have gone in, obviously the manager, the players who went up there this summer, I don't think they have realised how big that place is. I think everybody has thought, we will go up there and build, and we will get better, and we will improve. I only know from watching it, but they need it now. As we said there, they need it yesterday. They need success every single time they play. I don't think it is necessarily just the ownership group that haven't seen that. I think it's players who went up this summer. I don't think they have realised how big the football club is. I look at it from the outside, watching the games and the support they take to every game, the way everyone looks at the games, that's what they are all about. They live and breathe Rangers. I don't think enough people have understood how big that is. It is tough for a club going through transition. You can't go through transition there. You can't. You need a manager. I'm not saying he will be the new manager because he won't. He's just got a job, but someone in the Jose Mourinho mold who just wins. I think that is what's needed. Now, Steven Gerrard is already moving swiftly behind the scenes as he prepares for what could be a sensational return to Ibrox following the sacking of Russell Martin. The former Rangers boss is understood to be putting the early pieces of his potential backroom team together, determined to ensure he hits the ground running if appointed for a second spell in charge. Gerrard, who guided Rangers to their long-awaited 55th Scottish Premiership title in 2021, is reportedly in advanced discussions with the club's hierarchy in London. His comeback could be confirmed in time for the home clash with Dundee United on October 18th, a fixture that could mark the start of a new chapter for both Gerrard and Rangers. The 44-year-old, who left the club in November 2021 to take over at Aston Villa, has been out of work since January, but remains highly regarded by many within Scottish football. His first stint at Rangers brought stability, pride and silverware back to Ibrox, and there's a growing sense among supporters that he could be the man to restore order once again. Early reports suggest Gerrard is keen to build a strong and experienced coaching team around him, with one of his top targets believed to be Steve Holland, Gareth Southgate's longtime England assistant, and a man widely respected across the game. Holland's track record speaks for itself. He spent 8 years at Chelsea, serving under Jose Mourinho, Rafa Benitez, and Antonio Conte, and was part of the backroom staff during their Premier League and Champions League triumphs. Cesc Fabregas once described Holland as one of the very best coaches he ever worked with. High praise from a player who played under some of the game's greatest minds. Holland's tactical acumen and calm authority have made him an integral figure in England's rise under Southgate, helping the Three Lions reach the Euro 2021 final and the 2022 World Cup quarter-finals. His addition would be a major coup for Gerrard and Rangers alike, injecting both international and top-flight experience into the dugout. Jermaine Defoe, who enjoyed a successful stint at Rangers as a player under Gerrard, is also being linked with a coaching role. The former England striker has spoken openly in the past about his respect for Gerrard, describing him as a natural leader and someone players would go through a wall for. A reunion between the two could bring a valuable blend of experience and mentorship to a Rangers side that has struggled for direction in recent months. Meanwhile, current Northern Ireland assistant Stephen Davis, who has been part of the Rangers setup in various capacities, could also be invited to join the team. Gerrard's trusted former assistant, Gary McAllister, has not ruled out a return either, having formed a strong partnership with Gerrard during his previous Ibrox tenure. One notable absentee from the prospective coaching lineup, however, appears to be Michael Beale. Once considered Gerrard's tactical right-hand man, Beale's own spell as Rangers manager ended in dismissal, making his involvement in any new setup highly unlikely. If Gerrard does take the reins again, he will inherit a squad short on confidence and consistency, with supporters demanding an immediate turnaround in performances. The club's board will be equally aware that the margin for error is slim, both domestically and in Europe. Gerrard's potential return represents both nostalgia and necessity for Rangers, a familiar face who understands the club's culture, its expectations, and its pressures. But to succeed, he'll need more than memories. He'll need the right team around him, and fast. In other news, Rangers' £10 million striker, Youssef Chermiti, has been tipped to kickstart his Ibrox career by Portugal under-21s boss Luis Freire, after he ended his 18-month international exile. Chermiti was axed boss Russell Martin's biggest transfer outlay after Rangers splashed out an enormous sum for the 21-year-old from Everton. But he's yet to score in 6 appearances for Rangers and hasn't netted at all since he scored for Everton under 21s in an EFL Trophy match against Mansfield Town almost 2 years ago. His last league goal came in May 2023 for Sporting Lisbon against Pecos Ferreira. Despite this, he has been handed a recall for Portugal under-21s after Tunisia reportedly targeted him to switch international allegiances for a call-up to their full squad. He was last capped 18 months ago for Portugal under-21s, but looks set to make his comeback against Bulgaria and Gibraltar in Scotland's Euro 2027 qualifying group. And their manager Freire insisted he deserved his recall. He said, "He's a player who played for Everton. He played in the English Premier League, and he's a player who we like. He ended up being transferred to Rangers, where he's already played a full game in the Europa League and in the Scottish Premiership. He hit the bar in the Europa League too. He has very interesting physical characteristics. He's 1.95 metres tall, he's fast, he can hold the ball, he knows how to link up well with his teammates. He was at Sporting, he was at Everton, he went to Rangers, and he's playing. So for us, it makes sense to take a closer look at him." Freire's words will come as a timely boost for Chermiti, who has endured a frustrating start to life at Ibrox. The young striker's talent and physical attributes have never been in doubt, but his confidence and end product remain under scrutiny after such a lengthy goal drought. A return to the international stage could provide the perfect spark to reignite his form and justify Rangers' hefty investment. For both club and country, this latest opportunity feels like a crucial moment, one that could finally see Youssef Chermiti begin to deliver on his early promise. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.